wasn't my first bite. I'd been buying gold, but I bought it more aggressively. So the way that you build a position, like the thing not to do is as soon as Keith says he likes gold, is to go like 5-10% position. So gold, which I consider a currency max position is 12%. Between 10 and 12 is where I'd try to get to on a full position in gold, full asset allocation in quad 3. Now, again, it's not clear that I don't want to go to that. I won't even go barely halfway to that because we could go back to quad 2 as of this morning, okay? Please don't lose your shit. Just get it. It's cool. We're awesome. Together. Feel it, right? Don't feel it. So what do we do? So yesterday, because I was buying at 25 basis points at a clip like I would. Yesterday was more like 150 basis points at a time. So
actually, so I in my I guess trading account, I actually this is sort of classic. When you first kind of turned on gold, I went in big, right? And then it kind of went up, then it sort of went down. I'm like, shit, I think I'm a little too big in this. So but then I pare it back, so I still had a pretty big position, and then I kind of just stuck with it, so it's all worked out. But I think it's so actually. So now I remember what my question was. So what's making you now buy it in bigger increments?
The low end of the range.
Okay. So it got you.
And actually, there's another key thing, which is look at the correlation table. The correlation to U.S. dollar flipped.
Yeah.
That's Jedi type shit right there. It's not a mind trick either. It's data. See those, Jonesy? See that gold went green, 64? For a while there, on the trending correlation, so 1 month price momentum, the machine just said, I think gold, if the dollar goes up from here, the dollar, by the way, is oversold. I should have obviously said that, but because I didn't say it doesn't mean that it's not there on my sheet. So dollar's oversold, gold's oversold, and they have a positive correlation.
Yeah.
And there's a third reason. Implied vol on that tape, what does it say for gold? What does it say? Come on, Typer, get going. You're not a rookie. You're 16 months in. This guy was born at Hedgeye during the pandemic. The Tybor is 16 months in. Look at that, +9 on GLD.
Tybor.
So if you go back, Jonesy, I'm giving you many components to an answer. When I make a decision like that, there's so much that goes into it, but I'm simplifying the complex for people. And again, it's not to say that I'm going to roof it, top shelf every time I get a 1T.
Bar
but
down.
If you give me a lot of 1Ts, I'll put a lot of bucks in that. So again, that's a 1T. I got a +9 versus a month ago, I think that says -12. Now that's another reason why I wasn't buying gold in bigger increments, because it had implied vol discount and it wasn't at the low end of the range.
Yep.
It's the same thing all the time, but are you paying attention? Okay?
The hardest thing is patience, though, because for me, I'm like, now we're bullish on gold, so of course, I'm impatient, right? I want to be there, right?
What's interesting is that you are more patient than me.
In something,
in general.
not in investing, though. Not like I'm actually like, it's the toughest thing for me. It's
well,
like it's like I don't want to miss it. I want to be there. This is exciting, and then other things I think I am.
Are you talking about your dating life again? But it is patience.
Yeah.
You don't commit like I did. I've been married for 14 years.
That's true.
So if we have GLD, we want to get to that position, right? So this is what we're doing. This is what the sheet looks like. That's what I did. +25. I bought it 3 times in my big asset allocation, right? When I said I'm going from bullish to bearish to bullish on gold, I didn't say buy 5%, 6% position. I did not say that. I've told you 100,000 times or more, at least it's been 100,000 times or more in my head that I've told you, to buy things in 25 to 50 basis point increments, particularly if they're not at the low end of the range. So, and that over the course, I don't know how many weeks I was actually doing that. So I'm not nervous about that. Think about it. I have a 0.75% position of GLD yesterday coming into the day, and then I add +150. So +150. So if you look at my trade blotter, now I'm at 2.25%. And guess what? If it goes to the top end of the range, I'll probably sell 50 basis points of it. And then when it goes to the low end of the range again, I'll buy another 150 basis points of it. So I will get to where I need to go. How I do it. How you do it's totally up to you, Jonesy, right?
Yep. That's true.
But the way not to do it is to go all in with your first. Do it incrementally, unless it's at the low end of the range. If my first gold was not when I turned, it was not at the low end of the range. That's the difference. Sometimes my first print will be a big one, whether or not we get that is up to the gods. Floki.
Okay.
The gods. So I'm building my core in gold. Every time I touch gold, the base of the position is going to be higher. So if I sell, going back to this, if I got, so now I'm at 2.25%. Like, does it affect me that you might think that that's not big enough, or where I would be huge in gold, 10 to 12%? I don't care what you think about that. I'm going to do what I do with that. So again, if I sell 50 basis points of that, then I'm at 1.75%. And what happens if it gets to the low end of the range again, and I buy 125 basis points? Well, now I'm going to 3%. So every time, now I'm 75 was my position, to the low part of my course, 175. So you keep stepping it up that way. Don't worry about your cost basis. Cost basis is for rookies. Building positions incrementally is for pros. I mean pros, ones that can generate alpha, not people that just manage portfolios. There are a lot of people, bozos, that manage portfolios that can't beat the S&P 500, can't beat beta. You know that, right? Actually, a rising percentage of them. So, like I said, the four most important words. I was talking to our asset management partner yesterday. Do what I do. And for starters, things might get a little bit better for you if you try that.